Hi Taurus, thank you for being here. Let's get started with your energy for March. Ooh. We got the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So we got 3 sixes and 2 sevens. You're feeling nostalgic. It's funny because your sister sign, Virgo, got this too. Feeling nostalgic. Like feeling like so much time has passed by, you know? It's quite depressing. But it feels good to give back. It feels good to create and give. To create, to give. You know that there's power in giving. It can manifest. It can manifest new beginnings. You know, of course, it all depends on who we're talking about, who or what we're talking about when we say we're manifesting new beginnings. Seems like in March there's been a lot of self-perseverance with your heart, with your courage, with your confidence and character. Some people might have been giving you the side eye. Like, sorry, I had my overnight oats. I call them overnights, but I only put them in the fridge for like 30 minutes. Anyway, some people might have been giving you the side eye. And if you're involved with anyone, or if you're in a relationship, they have also been getting the side eye because of your guys' resilience. Now, if it doesn't have to be a person, but I don't know, there's a lot of what feels like impatience, only because we can see the potential in so many areas. And maybe just one area that can open up so many doors, or maybe there are many doors, doesn't matter. There's so much patience needed, and that alone can cause impatience. Because we can be the most patient science ever, right? But how long do we have to be patient? It can cause and I don't know, maybe this, if this is a person, this person feels this way, you know. But if you're not dealing with anyone, it's with you, and that's okay. No judgment here. But because we feel like we've been patient for too long now, with other areas, maybe with more money, maybe with more structure and stronger foundations, and and just confidence, and just we feel like we've been putting in so much work, right? And it can cause this feeling of, well, I'm gonna cheat the system. I'm going to cheat myself by telling myself that because I imagine how it'll play out for other people. Like, okay, if this is with a person, let me just tell you that they are a little impatient, and I'm sorry to tell you, but they might feel like they are going to do things behind your back. Because it's their way of maintaining themselves safe, maintaining themselves guarded, you know? Something you can relate to, because we all have those moments, you know? And if this isn't anyone, this is you, you know, and or you. Because if this is a person, it could be both of you guys. It doesn't matter. The whole point here is that that's what's being confronted in March, right? And it's like the moment we realize that that's not the way to do it, because we don't feel better. Even after we do that, we don't even feel better. We don't. And then all out of a sudden we get this urge that feels very, very, this sense of just still feeling unhappy can make us be, feel a little like, we should do things or seek out ways or things within people or situations that help us feel like we're full of, you know, that restless good energy, that restless energy that is kind of ego driven. So, you know, like just feeling really good with our self-esteem and feeling really good with the way we look and the way we work and the way we perform and the way we get things done, you know, like even though we're very dissatisfied when the cheating, the lying, the stealing, the, you know, all this stuff, like, and this is, you know, when I think of this energy, I think of like, it's only due to the fact because of the impatience of like, of feeling like how long have I done this? It's like talking to God, what feels like for a long time now. And it's like just kind of taking that conversation with God and being upset about it at this point. Not upset to the point where we're become mean, because this isn't new energy. This is obviously, you know, something that's been worked on for years now. Years, to be specific, maybe 7. But it doesn't have to be. Could be like when you guys were 7 years old, or, you know, 2007, just the number 7, any 7. You know that energy where nothing can bring you down? What feels like you won't let anything bring you down. Not even your own insecurities, not even your own self-limiting beliefs. Like your self-esteem be so high that it doesn't matter if anyone tries to tell you anything. It won't bring you down. If anything, it just fuels you. Seems like somehow when we channel that, we emanate this energy that we've never even had before. And it's like we're learning as we're doing that, as we're being that way of just being super confident, super passionate. It's like, if this is you and a person, both of you are learning to just be driven by each other's passions. Yeah, there's still some dissatisfaction. We already went over that between both of you. Dissatisfaction only because the lying, cheating, stealing energy, and it doesn't mean that anyone's actually doing this. It's just that vibe is in the air, and we have to keep our like guard up, right? Why is that there again? Because of the impatience. Even though there's a lot of success here, there is, but the success is mainly, if this is you and another person, the success is mainly because you're bringing it. They are still going through this, like, this impatient type of thing, you know. Maybe that's rubbing off on you because of it. And if it's just you, the success that's coming in and the people who give you the side eye, it makes you realize how much more you still want to receive, and still so much more that you still have to go. It's not necessarily like you still have such a long road ahead, is what it feels like. And it feels unfair a little bit, and it can cause this feeling of like, well, I'm going to get away with this then to make me feel better. But then that doesn't even make you feel better. So then, but it boosts your confidence, sure. It boosts your ego, sure. Both of you, if this is two people, this way of being boosts your guys' ego, sure. But really, your higher self is looking at you guys do that. Looking at yourself, it's like your higher self is looking at yourself do that. And as you're doing it, you're realizing how there's still so much more room to feel better about yourself, you know. And also recognize how other people feel good about themselves as well when you are in this level where they are, you know. So anytime you have a like negative moment in March, it'll be because of this card, because of this energy. And this card, it will try to define it. The energy that is negativity is fated to suffer. And we got another 7. 5 plus 2. Now, if this is you and a person, they, give me a sec. So, when you see this card, it's a woman who's being offered an apple. And you can't see the face of the woman who is offering the apple, but you can see the face of the woman who's receiving it. She resembles like Snow White, no? But is that what it should be? Because it resembles, does it mean that it should be? No. I think our biggest enemy this month is our coping mechanisms when it comes up to handling what we have in front of us. We tend to juggle it and work with it at our own way, right? So that means if we see this and it resembles Snow White, then that's what it is. Even though it doesn't say Snow White, it doesn't. This is actually not Snow White. I'm here to tell you that it's not Snow White. So it's like, how do we cope in that moment where something seems like, or is easily, it doesn't even seem, just easily, or can seem as well, because our you know, our tendencies could be that strong. Where if we see something and we judge it for what it is, and then later on to find out that it's actually not like that at all. It's actually the opposite. You know, that's something to think about when you find yourself being in a negative state of mind this month. It's like, well, are you looking at everything like in a different perspective, or is it just one way, the highway, and that's it? Lemurian card from Love and Light Beings. I should tell you guys that my rising is Taurus. So, yeah. Mount Shasta. Number 37. Just think of a mountain. Where do you see yourself on that mountain? Do you see yourself on the very, very top? And if you do, was it easy to get there? And if you don't, let's say you don't see yourself on the very, very top, where do you see yourself and how are you feeling about it? Let's say you're feeling like this. Well, this is the world, this is what it looks like. So that's that. Or kind of look at the bigger picture here and see how there's always another perspective. There is always another perspective. It's not just limited to yours. And it's not just yours. It's not just limited to your negative, you know, mindset here, perspective. It can be your positive as well, right? What's a good life purpose card here for Taurus? School. You don't have to go to school if that you're not into that, but school is good too if you're in school, but it's just learning, educating yourself, knowing that people, it's okay to have mentors of different levels, different with different outlooks, with different, there are mentors out there that are not going to look like you, are not going to be like you, but that they've gone to school, right? And they've learned a specific subject, or they've literally just taught themselves so much about a specific subject. They can be your mentor when it comes up to those specific subjects, you know? There's power in knowledge. There's responsibility in how we share that knowledge. And I think we are very smart, Taurus. We are. Because if we see this, I mean, we're not naive. We used to be. But we're not naive. We can clearly see how that's not right and be so sure. But it's like, hey. Just remember that is like that is just the window of a whole other life. Okay? We can't be so quick to judge. I guess yeah. Those are the messages. Thank you for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Anything helps.